Have you ever walked into a room and immediately sensed tension thick enough to cut with a knife, even without anyone saying a single word? Or maybe you felt an inexplicable connection with someone you've just met. That's your intuition speaking to you, whispering invaluable insights about your relationships. But how often do we really listen? And what if there was a way to not just hear this wisdom, but to actively harness it to improve every relationship in your life? Welcome to all our new and returning viewers. I'm John, your guide on this journey to practical wisdom and self-improvement. You're tuned into Practical Pursuits HQ, where we offer actionable advice to help you live a life that's not just good, but great. In today's episode, we're delving deep into the uncharted waters of embodied wisdom and intuition, two untapped reservoirs of insight that could revolutionize how you interact with everyone around you. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. So sit back and get ready to unlock the secrets to more meaningful and intuitive relationships. Embodied wisdom is a fascinating concept that goes beyond the intellectual understanding we often associate with wisdom. It's a form of practical wisdom, but it's experienced through the body. Imagine making a decision not just with your mind, but with your entire being. Your gut feelings, your physical sensations, and even the subtle changes in your heartbeat all contribute to this form of wisdom. It's like your body has its own intelligence, and it communicates with you, if only you listen. Now, why does embodied wisdom matter? Well, we make countless decisions every day, from small choices like what to have for breakfast to more significant ones like choosing a life partner. Embodied wisdom acts like an internal compass, helping you navigate these decisions with a deeper sense of awareness and confidence. It's not just about thinking, it's about feeling your way through life's complexities. Let's talk about some real-world examples to illustrate this. Have you ever been in a situation where something just felt off, and later, you realized your instincts were right? Maybe it was deciding not to take a particular job offer, even though on paper, it looked perfect. Or perhaps it was the unspoken but palpable chemistry you felt on a first date, which later blossomed into a fulfilling relationship. These are instances of embodied wisdom at play, guiding you toward choices that truly resonate with your inner self. Intuition is another intriguing facet of human experience, often described as the ability to understand or know something without the need for conscious reasoning. It's like an internal guidance system, comprised of gut feelings, hunches, or even fleeting sensations that can be hard to put into words. It's more than just a random guess. It's an innate form of intelligence, informed by your past experiences, observations, and even your subconscious mind. Now, it's essential to clarify a common misconception. Intuition is not the same as impulse. An impulse is a sudden urge to do something, often driven by emotional whims or external influences. Intuition, on the other hand, is a more refined form of guidance that comes from within, often without emotional charge. It's a subtle nudge rather than a knee-jerk reaction. So, how does intuition play a role in relationships? Imagine you're getting to know someone, and everything seems perfect on paper, but something deep inside tells you to proceed with caution. That's your intuition talking. Or perhaps you meet someone and feel an instant, inexplicable connection, as if you've known them for years. Again, that's intuition guiding you toward a relationship that could be deeply fulfilling. When navigating relationships, intuition acts like your internal GPS, helping you read unspoken emotions, sense underlying tensions, or even anticipate the needs of your partner. So, we've talked about embodied wisdom and intuition individually, but what happens when these two powerful forces come together? The synergy is nothing short of transformational. Imagine embodied wisdom as the deep-rooted tree of your experiences, and intuition as the wind that rustles its leaves. One provides the grounding, and the other offers direction. When you combine both, you're not just making decisions, you're aligning your choices with a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. Now, you might be wondering if there's evidence to back this up. Research in the field of psychology does suggest that embodied cognition, which is closely related to embodied wisdom, and intuitive decision-making often go hand in hand. Studies have shown that individuals who practice mindfulness, a technique that enhances bodily awareness, are more in tune with their intuitive senses. This makes them better equipped to make decisions that are congruent with their true selves. So how can you actively tune into your embodied wisdom and intuition? Here are some practical tips. First, practice mindfulness. Whether it's through meditation, deep breathing exercises, or simply being present, Mindfulness helps you become more aware of your bodily sensations. Second, keep a journal to track your intuitive moments and bodily sensations. Over time, you'll begin to see patterns and gain insights into how your body and intuition communicate with you. Lastly, don't ignore the soft whispers of your body or intuition. They're often the precursors to roaring insights. If you're resonating with the insights on embodied wisdom and intuition so far, show some love by giving this video a thumbs up. Your support helps us bring you more content that tunes you into your own wisdom. So, we've established that embodied wisdom and intuition are invaluable tools. But how do they actually benefit your relationships? Let's start with conflict resolution. Intuitive feelings can serve as a compass during disagreements. They help you sense not just what you're feeling, but also what your partner might be going through. This intuition can guide you toward a resolution that's not just logical, but also emotionally satisfying for both parties. Next, let's talk about trust, the backbone of any healthy relationship. Embodied wisdom empowers you to establish and maintain trust. How? By being more in tune with yourself, you can better understand your own boundaries and communicate them more effectively. Trust isn't just built on words, it's built on a deep, unspoken understanding that comes from being in touch with your own and your partner's embodied wisdom. Lastly, emotional intelligence is another significant benefit. Intuition helps you to quickly grasp what your partner is feeling, even if they haven't expressed it. Being emotionally intelligent means understanding not just your own needs, but also your partner's, and intuition is like a shortcut to this understanding. It helps you to respond to your partner's emotional needs in a way that's compassionate and attuned. As wonderful as embodied wisdom and intuition are, there are some pitfalls you should be aware of. The first one is overthinking. It's easy to get caught in a cycle of analysis paralysis, where you're so focused on logical reasoning that you ignore the intuitive signals your body is sending you. The danger here is that you may miss out on valuable insights that could guide you toward a better decision. Another pitfall is confirmation bias, the tendency to interpret new information in a way that confirms your pre-existing beliefs. Let's say you have a hunch that your partner is hiding something. If you're not careful, you might interpret every little action they take as evidence, even when it's not. Confirmation bias can distort your intuitive feelings and lead you down the wrong path. So how can you avoid these pitfalls? Here are some practical solutions. To combat overthinking, try setting aside specific moments for quiet reflection, where you focus solely on what your body and intuition are telling you. For confirmation bias, make it a practice to question your intuitive feelings. Ask yourself, is this an objective observation, or am I seeing what I want to see? And finally, consider using tools like journaling or mindfulness exercises to become more aware of when you're falling into these traps, so you can course correct before it's too late. Now that we've explored the benefits and pitfalls, you might be wondering, how can I cultivate more embodied wisdom and intuition in my life? Let's delve into some actionable steps. First up is mindfulness techniques. Whether it's through meditation, yoga, or simple breathing exercises, mindfulness helps you become more aware of your body's signals. By tuning into the present moment, you're essentially fine-tuning your internal compass. Next is journaling. This might sound simple, but the act of putting your intuitive experiences and bodily sensations down on paper can be incredibly revealing. Over time, you'll start to notice patterns or recurring themes, and this can provide valuable insights into how your intuition and embodied wisdom operate. Lastly, don't underestimate the power of consulting trusted sources. If you know someone who embodies the kind of wisdom and intuitive understanding you aspire to, don't hesitate to seek their counsel. Sometimes, an external perspective can provide the clarity you need to understand your own inner workings better. In today's video, we've navigated the intricate landscape of embodied wisdom and intuition, two cornerstones for building meaningful relationships. We've looked at how these forces synergize to guide you through life's complexities and offered practical tools to help you avoid pitfalls and cultivate your inner wisdom. By now, you should have a renewed sense of empowerment and hope in making your relationships more harmonious and fulfilling. If you found value in this video, don't keep it to yourself. Apply these principles in your relationships and see the transformation unfold. You won't regret it. Now, you might be asking, what's next? Well, we have an exciting lineup of videos that will dive deeper into the realms of practical wisdom and self-improvement. From mastering the art of mindful communication to unlocking the secrets of emotional intelligence, there's so much more to explore. Be sure to check out our other videos and playlists to continue your journey to a better you. Thank you so much for spending time with us today. Your support is what keeps this channel going, and we're incredibly grateful. If you haven't already, consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing for more content like this. Thank you for watching. Take care.